Hello, I'm Justina Featherstone. Here's my story. Okay, I know you're all wondering, what's up with this water? What's going on with the water? Why do I have so much energy? What's my secret? Okay, what's going on? What's the story, right? Okay, so I started drinking Kangen water back in 2017. And the way that this happened was an interesting story. So I was at a hair show. I was modeling for a hairdresser friend of mine, and she invited me to the show. So I'm at this beauty show, and thankfully Kim had just hired me on the spot from doing my hair and being a client of hers. And through that golden opportunity, I met Todd. Now Todd was doing a water demo, very similar to like what you see here. Like the water demo that I'm going to do myself here today. And Todd was demonstrating some of these waters. But I noticed something different. He had this machine. So instantly I was curious about it. I wanted to know what's up with the machine. He told me, oh, it produces Kangen water. I said, Kangen water? What's that? I mean, I drink alkaline water. Isn't that the same thing? So, like very many of you, I used to be in the same boat. I used to drink this water right here, Essentia. And I thought that this was me doing the best thing that I could do for myself and for my body at the time. But I soon learned that that wasn't the best thing for my wallet and my pockets, which suffered, and so did my health. My health was still not in a great place. Right before I met Todd, I was actually going through a lot physically. I had been diagnosed with ovarian cysts. I was like pretty much a medical mystery to the doctors that I was going to see. I was seeing this doctor and that doctor, and all they could do was prescribe me pills. I didn't want to take pills because I knew that pills were only a band-aid for the symptoms that I was having. It wasn't a solution. I was looking for a solution. So since I was already open, I was already drinking alkaline water, I wanted to do the best for myself, my wallet, my body, my health. So I was open to it. I wanted to know more. So I tried some of the water, and it was good. Really, really light. And I liked the fact that I instantly had energy after I drank it. I was, holy smokes, what kind of water is this? I wanted to know more. So my curiosity was piqued then, and then life happened. I continued to go through different things, and I realized, knowing what I know now, I cannot continue to buy this water, this so-called water that's supposed to be hydrating my body when it's really just mostly chemicals, but we'll get into that. Instead of doing that, I made a decision in my mind first that I was going to get this machine. That was a done deal. Now I just had to manifest it into my life, which only took me a couple of months. And ever since, I can tell you, I've had more energy than ever. My health has improved. I'm not going running to the doctor like I was before. And, you know, they were really pushing me in a direction of surgery and just having injections and treatments that I really just wasn't comfortable having. And, you know, thankfully, I started drinking the Kangen water and my health improved, like, within days. Like from my first glass, I remember how much energy I had. It was the first thing I noticed. And then as I continued to drink the water, my body started to transform. I started to detoxify from all the chemicals and acids that I was putting in my body. And once I started to do that, I started to change. I started to glow. People around me would be like, okay, Justina, what's going on with you? You drinking that water, your skin is glowing, you like got all this energy, what's up? So I started giving away the water. I said, look, this machine can make over 30 gallons a day. That's a lot of water. So I started giving it away. I started having people come over and filling up, just getting the jugs from the store, dumping that out, bringing them home, bringing their own jugs from home, filling up their glass containers. I started just giving water away. Why not? I have access to a medical grade device machine now. This machine was originated in Japan in 1974. It was the solution to a nuclear crisis that was going on in Japan at the time. And this Japanese technology has now been brought to the US and been brought to my home. And that's how now I'm able to have a piece of this medical equipment right here in my home. So sharing is caring. You know, my doors are open for those who are in my area that I can connect with, of course. You know, people that I meet and we discuss it or it comes up in conversation. I mean, everyone drinks water. So people started drinking the water. And next thing you know, I decided, you know what? I'm going to really take this seriously. I felt like it was important for me, since I am an ambassador of health for myself, an ambassador of wellness for those that I have in my life. I want you all to know what I know and have access to the same resources. So that's why I'm here today, to enlighten you the same way that I needed to be enlightened, because I thought I knew a lot about alkaline water and I learned that I had a lot to learn, and I learned a lot more. So with that being said, I'm going to be doing a water test, water demo today on these beverages here. We're going to be doing a pH test to show you what's the difference between that water and this water and this wonderful molecular hydrogen that comes from this machine, and why this machine was able to create that water that changed my life. So Kangen water truly has changed my life. Since switching to Kangen water last year, I went from taking about 10 different medications to none. I just take herbs and supplements now with my Kangen water, and I feel amazing, incredible. I went from being a medical mystery to a fully healed hero of my own life. So I'm going to show you just how I did it. So let's get into it. So we got alkaline water. What we believe and perceive to be alkaline water, right? This is what I was drinking right before I got my Kangen water machine. And let me tell you the difference between true alkaline water and alkalized water. Alkaline water is created in the atmosphere of this earth. Alkaline water is created naturally through the 7 wonders of this world. There's one in Germany, one in France, and a few other places. You might have heard of this. When a glacier falls and it goes and crashes into the water, that is alkaline water. That is what we call, let's say, our 9.5. That's created in nature naturally. So there's 7 places in the world, certain springs, that people used to go to for this miracle water. This was miracle water. It was healing people. It was miraculous. People called it blessed water. This is the same process created through electrolysis, not by chemicals. So this is ionized water. See the difference? Okay. So I'm going to be testing some of these waters here so you can see the difference with your own eyes. Acid is not good for our bodies. Acid and mucus cause dis-ease. Most of the dis-ease that people experience, from arthritis, tendinitis, all those itises come from that inflammation, from that mucus, and that's what creates dis-ease. The root of all of the dis-ease is the creation of these acids. When a body is filled with cancer, it is corroded by the acids, therefore the body will enter a coma or no longer cease to exist in this world. By alkalizing our bodies, we can lengthen our lifespans and feel good. You can feel great and be healthy by drinking the right water, okay? There are numerous books written on these topics, books that talk about the power of alkaline water and the healing properties of it. I can definitely link some of them here. So if you or someone you know suffers from allergies, hay fever, rashes, ear infections, colitis, yeast problems, feminine imbalances. Basically any type of discomfort, dis-ease, or something that makes you feel disabled, that's something that Kangen water can help improve the way that you feel, so your body can absorb what you put into it better. For example, when we take vitamins with something like this, maybe 10 to 15% of that vitamin or that herb is absorbed into the bloodstream. The blood is naturally alkaline. The blood is always going to maintain the same amount of alkalinity. But when you're not absorbing those herbs and medications, they're not really giving you the best maximum benefit. But when you drink them with Kangen water, that alkalizes that so that it actually gets through all your body, so you're able to absorb more of it and use more of it in your body. I mean, could you imagine going from being sick, being tired, being exhausted, being just in pain all the time, to being pain-free, high energy, feeling great, and just having a total transformation? How would that feel? Just imagine how that would feel. Imagine having access to your own personal spa, not having to go all the way to Germany to soak in hot springs, but getting it right in your shower. We have a shower that does that. That's that rich, rejuvenating, healing water right in your shower or right in your kitchen. Just imagine having access to this for you and your family, like I do. Imagine the healing and happiness that it'll bring. Picture yourself drinking Kangen water and try it. And you will see and experience the differences and the benefits for yourself. I mean, just think about it. What if this water really could help transform your life? Wouldn't you at least want to try it? I know I would. That's how I ended up here. I couldn't let life continue on without having this water in my life, without having it directly in my home at my disposal, like I do now. And I'm always in the spirit of giving. I'm always in the spirit of enlightening those around me. Hey, here's what I learned. Hey, here's what I experienced. Like, this is real. I could have been in a really, really bad way with my health. I could have been in way worse condition. I could have had multiple surgeries by now if I would have let these doctors operate on me. Or I could just be popped up on pills all the time. But I didn't want to live my life that way. And I don't want you to have to live your life that way either, or anyone that you know, if you can help it. So the best thing that you can do, because I can't give any medical advice, but what I can say is that this machine will change your life, and this water will help you absorb pure, hydrogenated, alkalized, ionized water, which basically means the best water you could drink. That's what you can have. So you owe it to yourself. Stay tuned, because it's about to get really interesting. And the benefits of this machine really truly are endless. It's 100% tax deductible. Just owning this machine, just owning a Kangen water machine gives you the ability to write yourself off as a business owner. Because anyone that asks you about the machine or wants to know more about it, you have the power to share that with them. And guess what? They're going to pay you back for that. If you ever choose to upgrade your machine, let's say you start off with one model and you decide you want to go to a higher model. And Magic, the company, is going to pay you for doing that. You're going to get a check back for getting a sponsor as your second device. Hey guys, it's Justina Featherstone. I'm back and we are going to do this Kangen water demo. Now let me tell you, if you drink water every day, right? Like you should, like everyone should, you're drinking at least 5 bottles a day
to achieve about 64 ounces, which is about the recommended amount that the SAD, the Standard American Diet, and yes, it is sad, recommends that we drink per day. So if you're drinking that, you're spending roughly about $5 per day on that water. And that adds up. $30 a week, $600 a month, over $2,000 a year you're spending on water. So if you think a Kangen machine is expensive, think again, because you've already paid for it. You might as well own it and own the technology behind it. So I'm gonna show you why that's the best investment that you can make and why these guys over here are doing a lot more damage than you may realize. Come check it out. Okay, so where do we begin here? Oh boy. We're gonna start right here with Dasani water. Now most people drink either Aquafina or Dasani. It's quick and it's convenient. But did you know that Dasani water is actually banned completely in Europe? Wanna know why? Because back in 2007, they were caught pouring tap water into their bottles. Tap water. With chemicals and pesticides and all kind of horrible things that you should not be drinking. Yes, that's what this is. And they still are continuing to sell this here in the US. They're continuing to make a profit because bottled water is an $18 billion industry. And I'm sorry, but they do not care about you. But I do. So I want you to know the truth about dishonest water. Next, I've got a little bottle of mini spring water here. This can be your local store brand water. I just got a small sample because y'all know I'm not gonna drink this. So I'm gonna sample some of this for you. And this and Dasani, Aquafina, see, the plastic is really thin. That's because it's made from the cheapest materials possible. And it's not BPA free. BPA basically is estrogen, hormones, chemicals that are leaching into this water. And we don't even know how long this has been on the shelf. So the longer it sits, the more toxic it becomes. And it's already acidic. I'm gonna show you. This is not the way. Okay. And don't get it twisted. I mean, I used to drink these beverages before I knew the damages and the harm that they were causing to my body. But now that I know better, I'm choosing to do better. So, we have life water. Yeah, right. Life water. More like dead water, okay? Why does water have chemicals? It's water. It shouldn't have chemicals. But here we go. Purified reverse osmosis, magnesium sulfate, potassium bicarbonate. Basically, baking soda. Baking soda put in this water to make it alkaline. But it's being altered with chemicals. So it's not a naturally occurring pH. Yeah, so-called life water. Yeah, dead water. Okay, and Essentia. Essentially, not good for you. This is what I was drinking right before I switched to Kangen water, and I thought it was the best 9.5. That's what it says. You see that? 9.5, okay? Bam. Purified water. Electrolytes for taste. So, what are electrolytes anyway, right? So that's like calcium, magnesium, minerals being added. Okay, but what's all this other stuff in here? So we've got more sodium bicarbonate, magnesium sulfate, calcium chloride, and electrolytes for taste. So more baking soda and more chemicals. And if this is so essential, it should be pure, but it's not. Okay, so, and this one broke my heart, y'all, because y'all know how expensive this is, and I was buying like a case of this a week. You know, I was going through this water and it was burning through my pockets. And then we have our 9.5 Kangen water. Straight fresh from the machine. All right, so I have my pH drops here. And in our next test, we're going to use some chlorine drops. Now these can be bought over the counter in pool supply stores for testing the water. This is a one for testing the water's pH. And of course, we cannot forget the absolute worst of them all, because we all know that soda's bad for you. But how bad is it? If you are still drinking soda, please reduce your intake, stop drinking it, wean yourself off of it. It's just not good for you. Okay, I'm not here to guilt you. I'm just here to educate you, boo, okay? Because I want what's best for you, all right? I got you. All right, so we've got spray. Whoa. Holy crap. Whew, you smell that lemon lime? No good. So this has high fructose corn syrup, citric acid, and of course can't get around the sodium benzoate to protect taste, right? Which is added for flavor and taste, but not for health reasons, for sure. So high fructose corn syrup is very bad because it does turn into insulin in our bodies, and it also turns into yeast. And yeast, overproduction of yeast can cause rashes, breakouts, other types of illnesses that manifest from the chemicals that are in these things that cause dis-ease. They cause dis-ease in the body because they cause acid, and the acid causes disease because the mucus is where the disease lives. And if you take out the mucus, then you can have health again. All right, so that is pure acid, my friends, okay?